Excerpts from I Was a Stranger Too by Cynthia L. Cooper. The time is the present. The play begins in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
My mother used to knead the dough by hand. Watch, Rory. Gather, push, turn. Let it rise, then roll out by hand, only by hand, spools of dough long and slender, the braids baked to a golden brown, the perfect challah. And on Fridays, that's what I do, when I can. In the corner of the kitchen, my laptop sits on a table so I can watch it. Sometimes it speaks to me. You have mail. Oh. Help needed. A woman stranded just arrived, not sure from where. I see the words taped to my computer from the yard site last month for my mother. To be a doer or a dreamer, to be a lifter or a leaner, to extend a hand in friendship or to look the other way. I remember my mother lighting the Shabbat candles. My hands are still sticky from the dough. I type. I'm Rory. Twin Cities, yes, I can do this. I hit send and turn off my computer for Shabbat.
At our little gathering in a little hidden corner in Russia, my friends pull on my sleeve. Must you leave already, Paulina? Sorry, до свидания. I love our evenings together. Girls of a kind, we brush back our hair, we laugh, we talk about art. Sometimes with each other we flirt. I push through the door. The night air is misty and damp. Galina is following after me. Suddenly, there are sounds. There are men running on the pavement, shadows yelling, Korova, cow. I call, Galina, no, go back, run. Then a fist on the side of my head. I scream, no, no. One of the shadows grabs me from behind, arm around my neck, hand over my mouth, hot breath on me. The next moment I remember, I am opening my eyes. A machine whirs behind me. A nurse enters. She says, your friend is down the hall. Galina? I say nothing. She says, I am only telling you this once. I know a person who can help. I'm leaving you his number. No. I am thinking my mother, my father, my brother. She picks up a mirror and hands it to me. Look, I hold it up to my face. No.
Welcome, everyone. I am your trainer, Chana, and this is accompaniment training for American citizens. So, what is accompaniment? It is simply what it says. We accompany people who have asylum hearings. We show up so that they don't feel so isolated. So, what should you do? The first thing is to say hello and to smile. I think everyone can do that. Say hello and smile. Hello. Very good. The second thing to know is that is all you need to do. you want to say, how are you? Or I see that you are from fill in the blank country. No. The people you are talking to are going to court. It may be the most nerve-wracking day of their lives. These are people who are fleeing persecution. Every single one of them is traumatized. Every single one. So you might say something unintentionally to cause anxiety or pain. Instead, you say, hello, and smile. You must learn to stand next to someone and let them know without words that you are with them. And by that, you're doing something, one thing that can make them feel a little less scared in a strange land. And I thank you.
When I was little, my mother would say, sit by me, Rory, while I make the challah. Add the eggs, the water, the flour. When you do that, you reaffirm life. You understand, Rory? I wish I had learned from my mother. She had strong hands. Well, she put me on the train to London with those hands. I was only 4. 1938, I told you, Rory, right? Mama and Papi took me to the train station in Berlin. I wore a new coat, green. Someone called our name, and Mama hoisted me up with both hands. When I looked back, she turned away. Mama! She never waved. Mama! She never said goodbye. With the challah, you shape the braids, and it is a piece of art. Everyone tears off a piece and has a good Sabbath. You remember this, Rory. And I want to say to her, I'm doing it, Mother. In your memory, I'm remembering. Amen.
The Sebastian house is already alive when the alarm goes off. 6:30 a.m. I remember the interview for the job. Miss McGregor, Jocelyn, you understand that if you become the manager at Sebastian House, you live in the facility with the women, but you will be the only one who is not actively seeking asylum. Can you handle the challenges that might present? I'm still exhausted when the alarm goes off. I think I hear sobbing from one of the rooms, the sounds of the water in the communal bathroom. When will the plumber come to fix the sink? Downstairs, the cupboards opening in the kitchen. I slip down the stairs to take a peek. We all know that today is Saturday, the 3rd of the month, and that means the community meal. We'll welcome outsiders to come and bring a dish. The women manage the kitchen like a choreographed dance. One moves to the left, another swings in, one reaches above, another ducks down. The kitchen is a poem, to and fro and humming with activity. Sophia is grabbing cucumbers and slicing with great verve. I return to my room to prepare myself. The plumbers can wait. Today, we will offer cucumbers.
Parents, sir. Russia, LGBT Network, Peter speaking. My name is Paulina. So, I have a cut over my eye, a smashed cheek. They chased me and my friend. Peter says, it's Putin's anti-gay propaganda law. It set off this violence against us. It's bad. It's not all so bad, I say. We have our little group. We go to the beach in the summer. Peter says, You know what happened to Yelena, don't you? Peter says, before the murder, and this is a warning, we must leave, and your friend. This is my opinion, of course. In the next days, I gather my photos, my passport, the hand with the cross from my tiotia. At the appointed time, I go to meet Peter. Galina does not appear. Peter says, we can't wait. The Rainbow Bridge has planned her out. People are ready to help. We must go now. We go.
I look at the American flag at the school while I wait for the children to be let out. I am Luciana. And that one, Mariela, is my daughter. Then the two of us walk to the store, which is the dollar store. It is your 10th birthday, Mariela. Honey, you can pick anything. She looks at the shelves. Mama, we're poor, aren't we? I take out my phone. Look, see our life in Bogota? Remember your bicycle? Our car? We are only poor for now. Mama, what I want is a place to dance. She's too young to understand. I didn't ask to find corruption on my job. I only report what I see. Texts arrive with demon faces. A black car follow me at a traffic light. 2 men jump into my car and tell me to get out. After that, Mariela and I board a plane. I asked for asylum when I land. And now I'm waiting. Honey, after mommy has her hearing and she can get a job, we will get you dance lessons. I am sick of hearing. I know, baby. I know. I promise it will be better. I promise.
When the lawyer on the phone says goodbye, she adds, be strong, Charlene. I look around the room where I am staying in Minneapolis. I know I must call Lucy at once. Lucy is my translator, but so much more. Her mother drives me to the work training program. They pray for me. It is 162 days since I am before the asylum officer. Since I explained photo by photo the escape in the back of a little truck, face down from Cameroon, my country. Photos of my husband who is arrested while teaching math. And of my brother who is disappeared after going to a protest. Now, so far away, 6,000 miles, 9 countries to Ecuador, then by foot through the Darien Gap, across to the United States. That is where I am put in jail. But a volunteer person hears my prayers and tells me of people from Cameroon who will take me in. It is after that that I find Lucy. 162 days since the asylum officer says to me, why should I believe you? Now, the lawyer calls. I have news. It is left to me to tell Lucy, the translator. Hello, Lucy? I had the call from the lawyer. Lucy says, oui? And the lawyer had news from the asylum officer. She says, your petition has been granted. It is quiet. Finally, excusez-moi, I need to cry. So we cry on the phone together.
My computer flashes. Hi, Rory. I scroll through the email. Nothing, not even in spam. I start calling. I never heard back. My mother was a kinder transport. You know about them? I want to do something to help. They take my number. I watch a video. What to think about if you want to help. I go to a talk at our synagogue. You can donate. You can buy books for people in ICE prisons. Don't we need to do more? I see a sign on a bulletin board, community gathering. One problem. They meet on the third Saturday. They meet on the Sabbath, and I am trying to observe to refrain from worldly activities.
Welcome to Sebastian House. I'm Jocelyn. I see many people I know. Lucy, the translator, the lawyer from Advocates. I rush to the kitchen to make sure that the women in the house are coming out. Sometimes they get shy.
They say this is the place for the community meeting, the Saturday community meeting. As I push open the door, I cradle in my left arm a basket covered with a special cloth from my mother. There is no one that I know. A woman speaking French, another who speaks with her hands. In the corner is a woman with a backpack, a rainbow tassel. She hides behind her cell phone as if it is a lifeline. She looks worried. I make my way to the corner and pull back the cloth from the basket. Challah, I say. Challah bread. That's what it's called.
Challah. Очень приятно. It's very nice art.
It's my mother's recipe for the Sabbath. I tear off a piece. So does she.
End of play.